Hey guys, this is Chubs coming back yet again with another Doom Builder tutorial. This is for Doom Builder 2. You can also use this for Doom Builder 1 as well. And I haven't done a tutorial in a long time, so I figured I'd go ahead and just do another one. This one's going to show you how to spawn enemies that don't even exist on the map until you call a certain script. Right now, I'll go ahead and you can see the layout here, but I'll go into 3D mode and show you. Right here's the player start. You just start in like this little bitty closet looking space, and when you start off you'll see an ammo box in front of you there, then a chain gun ahead of that. That way you'll have plenty of ammo. And when you grab the chain gun, you can see these platforms. You have 4 raised platforms pretty much in every direction. You have one to the upper left, the upper right, and then the lower left and lower right. In fact, I see a missing texture there. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. I don't know why that texture was missing there, but now that we've seen this layout here with these 4 raised platforms, I'm going to go ahead and go back into the regular mode. And what you'll first want to do here, what I plan on doing is I'll make it so that the chain gun, when you pick it up, will cause 4 enemies to spawn, and they'll spawn one right after another on these raised platforms. So instead of all 4 enemies spawning all at one time, one will spawn, and then after a short delay another will spawn, and then that'll keep happening until all 4 enemies have spawned on the raised platforms. So the easiest way to do this, I think, is you can go into thing mode, and this is the Doom in Hexen format, or ZDoom Doom in Hexen format. Go ahead and place a thing here, and go underneath the ZDoom menu, and then choose map spot. And what I would recommend doing too is go ahead and just make it face towards where the player is going to be. Like in this case, when you pick up the chain gun, the player will be right here, so the map spot sort of faces this way. I'll go ahead and I'll do the same thing here, put it near the center. I'll make it face to the lower left so it's looking at the player. Do the same thing here. Make this face towards the upper left and make this face towards the upper right. And my plan here is I'm going to make a chain gunner appear on each of these platforms. So now that we've put these map spots, you could have done this as you're placing them actually, but I'm going to go back and give each one an ID. This one has 0 for its tag, so I'm going to go ahead and give it 1. I'm going to give this 2. And just keep going around. This will be 3. This one will be 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Forms a square. Now that we've ID'd these map spots and already have them in place, I'm going to open up the script window, and I've already written some stuff in here, but you'll see I've already included the number include zcommon.acs. You always need this. I've already written the first script layout here too, but as you can see it's blank, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start adding some scripting code, and this will be the script that happens when you pick up the chain gun. So you can use several different things to spawn monsters. There's not just one script you can use or one line of code, but one I usually like to use is thing underscore and then spawn facing. What this means is when it spawns in, it's going to be facing the direction of your map spot. So it already faces the direction you've set, so you don't have to worry about telling it which direction to face in the script. But that's just one way of doing it. So the first thing you'll see here, underneath my cursor right now, you'll see where it says TID. That's the thing ID it's going to spawn at. I'm going to type 1 because I want it to spawn at the map spot that has the ID of 1 first. And where it says type, that means the type of monster. I've got a zdoom.org/wiki web page pulled up here. This sort of shows you how the layout of this is. You'll see underneath type where it says type of thing. And I've also got another tab open that actually shows the thing numbers. All you got to do is here where it says, you type it again, here where it says type, you just type the number of the monster or the item that you want to spawn there. So you can see here, this has all these numbers, and I noticed that number 2 refers to the chain gunner. You can see how it says T chain guy, that means chain gunner. If you bring it over, you'll see it's number 2. So I'll go ahead and for type, put number 2. And for no fog, if you put 1, that means that there's no teleport fog. And if you put 0, it makes the teleport fog effect. I like putting it at 0, and that way you'll hear and see it, so you'll know something spawns in instead of it just suddenly appearing without any teleport fog or anything. And for new ID, I'm not even sure you have to have this. But what I'll do for this, I'll just put 999. What that refers to is the ID that the monster that spawns is given. This is not important because we're not going to use that ID for anything in this tutorial, but I'll put 999 just for the heck of it. And then I'm going to do delay. This is going to delay it so that the next line of code is not going to run for just a short period of time. And I'm going to put 75. And we've pretty much written just about all the code. The rest of it's just copying and pasting pretty much. So copy this, paste it back in, and you'll want to go here, and instead of 1, we're going to change this to 2, and that way this will spawn another chain gunner after this short delay here at map spot number 2. And then we're going to go down, just press enter, go to a new line, copy and paste it again, change this to 3, and that way it'll be map spot 3. And then we've only got 1 more left because we only have 4 map spots that we're looking at. Then we're going to change this to map spot 4. And since they've already all spawned, we're not going to need another delay because we're really not delaying it for anything. So you can go ahead and get rid of that last delay line too. So one last look at this script. When the chain gun is picked up and this script is triggered, it'll first spawn a chain gunner at map spot 1, which is what I'm putting my cursor on here. And then it's going to do a short delay. Then after the short delay, the next line of code hits, and that's going to spawn a chain gunner here at map spot number 2. Then another short delay, and then a chain gunner at map spot number 3. Short delay again, chain gunner spawns at map spot number 4. And all of these chain gunners are going to be given the ID of 999 after they spawn. But I'm not even sure you need to put that in there. I think you can, unless I'm mistaken, you might be able to leave that blank. But that's not important because we're not even using the chain gunner's ID when it spawns for anything in this tutorial. So go ahead and you can click this compile script button here with the lightning bolt, and you'll see down here where it says script compiled without errors. Then you can go ahead and close this. And now that we've put this script in place, right click on the chain gun here, go to the action tab, and you can just type the number 80 here, and it'll set it to script execute. And the script number we're going to be running is 1 because we've only done 1 script. And make sure it says, let's see, there we go, script number 1, script execute. Press OK, and that's all you have to do. So go ahead and save your map, and when you test it, it should look like this.